Welcome to The Hunter and the Sphinx, Chapter 13. So, on this fine day, Hunter and Sphinx decide to get supplies for a journey and go off to see a larger town. So they gather up everything they need for the several days it'll take to travel. And they also stop at the Adventures Guild and get a quest to take a courier package to Sunny Hill, which is where they decide to stop. And while on their journey, they decide to stop and take a break and have a little discussion about the geography of the land. Uh, so, so there, Tian. Hunter says, what do you think about the geography of this place? Have you got a rough idea of the shape of this continent we're on and where everything is? And, well, yes. Here, I will draw it out for you as best I can here on the ground. So, right here in the very center, where the number 1 is, that's our current area. The kind of the neutral territory. You can see the number 2 just to the northwest is the Kingdom of Dervish. The Kingdom of Norfall, number 3, is north. Go figure. That's where we're headed. Sunny Hill is just in the middle section of Northfall. Number 4 on my little map is Kingdom of Proteria. I don't know much about it yet. Number 5 is the Eastwood Territory. Don't know much about that one yet either. Number 6 is the Kingdom of Shinar. I don't know much about it. Number 7 is the Kingdom of Westland. Well, it's to the west. Go figure. And you can see it's up against the Demon Lands. They have to fend off attacks from there quite often. To the northwest is the area called the Magic Blight. There are all sorts of creatures like that Ravenar we fought that consume magic. Very dangerous. I don't want to go there. Undead Lands are to the northeast. As you expect, lots of skeletons and zombies and things. And the Wildlands are to the southeast. Whoop. Focus is lacking here. We can get the focus back. No, don't want to focus anymore. What's that? Oh, there we go. Focus. Wildlands. And of course, yes, that covers all the areas. This whole area forms a area looks like a flower in appearance, really, of the continent. And seems all the kingdoms form a certain limited partnership and share the neutral territory in the middle. And they all defend against the onslaught of creatures from the less civilized areas, the demons, the realms, the magic blight, the wilds, and of course the undead lands. And yeah, so I still have much to learn about what the political situation is and how things got to be the way they are. But we'll hope to learn more when we get to Sunny Hill, especially about the history of this continent, because it doesn't seem to be overly advanced, especially compared to the world we came from. And it's definitely very rudimentary weaponry and technology, but of course magic compensates for much of that. Oh, which way am I going? Let's go this way. Oh, well, that does give me a general overview of things. So it'll take a couple days journey to reach Sunny Hill. Well, several days journey really. It's quite the break, quite the long long break in our questing. At least we've got enough supplies to reach there, no problem. This road seems to be pretty well maintained. Well, indeed. We've seen, well, quite a few armed patrols already. It seems the kingdoms of the area... garbage. That's terrible. The kingdoms of this area seem to patrol the main roads leading into the neutral territory and keep things reasonably safe from any creatures for the travelers and allow trade to continue. Yeah, trade, that'd be interesting though. I mean, have you seen any vehicles of any sort with all these beast creatures being sentient and intelligent? There doesn't seem to be anything much in the way of domesticated beasts of burden to carry things around. Everyone's packing all their own stuff around. Well, yes, it is very curious. Travel is certainly slow. It's not like you can just ride on horseback because, well, the horses probably are fairly intelligent themselves, wherever they may be. So, yeah. There we are. So, well, at least this also seems to be nice camping spots along the way, too, for travelers to stop and rest at. All of them roughly half-day journeys from each other to allow people to stop and rest and have a nice place to camp for their journey. Why is that thing going this way? Oof. Yeah. Oh, too far. Oh. Ooh. Well, let's continue on. Well, the next day on their journey, as they're walking along the path, they see appears to be horses, speak of the devils, off in the distance, galloping along, well away from the traveled roads. As they ponder the horses, as they go, they ask a passerby about them. Oh, yeah, those horses. You'll never catch one of them. Those things can teleport. Anytime anyone's ever tried to catch one and use it to carry things, well, the horse just disappears right out of its harness and it's gone. So, yeah, good luck. They have to like you to want to do anything for you. Huh. Well, that explains that. Oh, why does that thing keep doing that? Oof. Not going up that way. Too steep. Well, as they continue on, several days' journey, eventually reach Sunny Hill, which is much larger than Midtown and has it's built on a low hill with a large flat area at the top where the town is, and on one edge of the town is a rather steep cliff that drops off into a rough and craggy, boulder-strewn area. And the Midtown, or the Sunny Hill, contains a solarium, a bathhouse, a storm tower, and a shadowed enclave. As Hunter and Tien reach the city, they stop and find an inn and drop off all of their gear while they go out and look for information. Let Tien absorb what she can about the area. Oh, and they also stop at the Adventurers Guild and drop off their quest item. We finished with that. Decide not to pick up any new quests while they go and gather information. As they go wandering around town, Tian begins to learn, as she always does. They are about to pass by an alley that looks like it's probably not really going anywhere. Tian suddenly puts her hand out and stops the hunter before they reach it, and then motions him to back up a few steps and whispers to him, "Well, this is the hidden entrance to the Shadowed Enclave. They have 4 Ratman guards inside the alley. His job is to prevent anybody from sneaking in. Of course, that also seems to be the test for admission to get past these Ratman guards without raising an alarm. So, what do you say? Feel like learning what we can from the Shadowed Enclave? Sounds fun. I think we should be able to handle this no problem with Fade, don't you think? Indeed, we should be able to. Also, if things do go wrong, I will cast Blind on them, and which that should still be sufficient to get us in. Okay, sounds like a plan. Hunter and Tian both fade and begin sneaking through the alley, being careful to avoid stepping on any loose debris and litter. And as they sneak past one of the guards, Tian feels a little bit cheeky and decides to grab his ID marker, his guild ID marker, from his pocket while she passes by without him being aware. As they reach the hidden door, Tian casts distraction at the mouth of the alley, makes all the guards look in that direction as she and the hunter slip through the door. Once they're inside, it gets dark. Tian whispers, "Cover your eyes." Yes, Hunter covers his eyes. She casts flash, and the brilliant light, 2 guards stumble out of their hiding places and trying to recover from the sudden blinding light that bathed them. As the hunter draws his knife quickly, comes up behind one, holds his knife to the guard's throat, and Tian holds her claw from the behind on the other guard. And Hunter says, "Would you be so kind as to show us the way to the master of this place?" Guards grumble about danger pay and begin to take them through a labyrinth of passages, going down and around and twisty-turvy. Twisty-turvy? Is that a word? Twisty-turny way till they finally reach the guild leader. Tian casually tosses the alley guard's ID badge onto the leader's desk. Says, "All right, guards, back to your posts. I'll see these guys." And they have a talk. "So, what brings you to the Shadow Enclave? You obviously have some skills." "Indeed. Those guards at the entrance had nothing on me." "Yes," said Hunter, I have plenty of tracking and hunting experience. And obviously I've learned a couple of basic shadow spells, such as Fade, which is plenty sufficient to get past the alley guards. I can see you both have some basic skills needed. I will definitely assign you both a personal trainer and allow you to have a room and board here while you learn from us. And let's see. I've got somebody perfect for each of you. He summoned his aide, and took them to their rooms inside the Shadow Enclave and gave them a quick tour of the inside and where the actual members' entrance and exit was, so they don't have to go through the testing alley every time. I wonder if this trail is actually going anywhere. And so they grabbed their gear from the inn and went and met their new trainers and got some grub for the day. Is this the end of the road? No. And continued on and had themselves a good night's sleep, ready to learn all they could from the Shadow Enclave on the next day. That is the end of today's falling chapter, a short one, to be continued very soon in the city of Sunny Hill.